Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the world of tech. Today, we're tackling a topic that's sure to brighten up your life, literally. If you're looking to upgrade your binge-watching or gaming experience, you're in for a treat. Don't forget, the links to all the products are right down there in the description. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with the LG G2 OLED, the television equivalent of that person who walks into the room and everyone just goes, "Wow, who's that?" This TV is a complete showstopper in the style department. Its super thin design is so slim, you could almost mistake it for another coat of paint on your wall. It comes with a special flush wall mount that makes it blend seamlessly into your living space. But let's be real, you won't be able to take your eyes off it. Now, onto the star of the show, the OLED EVO technology with Brightness Booster Max. No, that's not the name of a new superhero. It's what makes this TV LG's brightest OLED yet. It even outshines its sibling, the LG C2. Add to that top-notch image processing and Dolby Vision HDR, and you've got a TV that makes every frame a masterpiece. It's like turning your living room into an art gallery where every piece is a Van Gogh. But let's talk about the future, because the LG G2 is already living in it with its 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. That's right, this TV is more future-proofed than a fallout shelter. And to tie it all together, the A9 Gen 5 AI processor is the genius behind the scenes. It's like having a personal film director in your TV, optimizing each scene for maximum visual impact. The one little hiccup? This beauty is really designed to be wall-mounted. It doesn't come with a TV stand, so make sure you've got wall space or prepare to shop for a stand separately. Next up is the LG Oled G3, the OLED TV with the soul of an old-school backlit TV, thanks to its innovative micro-lens array technology. Remember those complaints about OLEDs not being bright enough? Well, the G3 didn't just hear them, it flipped the script. With MLA tech, this TV produces colors so vibrant, you might have to wear sunglasses while watching, but hey, you'll look cool doing it. Design-wise, it's pretty much a twin to the G2, which is like saying you look just like Brad Pitt. There's no downside. The only catch is, just like the G2, the G3 is wall mount only, unless you buy a stand separately. Picture quality, stellar. The micro lens. Array technology gives the G3 an extra punch of brightness, making the colors pop like a fireworks show. You can turn on vivid mode for even more pizzazz, but it's so dazzling it might just be overkill. The audio, on the other hand, could use a boost. If you're an audiophile, you'll likely want to invest in a soundbar to give those explosions and dramatic monologues the oomph they deserve. Finally, let's talk about why the G3 is top tier. It's a complete package. With brilliant features and a stunning picture, it's basically the Beyoncé of LG TVs right now. And just like Queen Bey, it doesn't come cheap. But then again, excellence rarely does. Let's switch gears and talk about the LG A2, the underdog that punches way above its weight class. Now this TV is for anyone who's ever looked at their bank account and thought, maybe I don't need to spend my entire life savings on a TV. But let me tell you, affordable doesn't mean you're skimping on quality here. For starters, the A2 boasts an OLED panel that brings you vibrant whites, deep blacks, and excellent contrast. The Dolby Vision support means your Netflix marathons are going to look cinematic, with a capital C. It's like having a mini movie theater right in your living room, minus the annoying guy rustling his popcorn bag. The A2 delivers impressively on the brightness scale too, despite being one of LG's most budget-friendly options. We're talking maximum light outputs that give you the sort of visual clarity you'd expect from a pricier TV. So, if you're watching a dark thriller or an eye-popping animation, you're covered either way. Now, if you're a gamer, pay attention. The A2 lacks HDMI 2.1 ports and only has a 60Hz display. It's not the go-to for competitive esports, but if your gaming style leans more towards Fortnite than the Fortnite World Cup, you'll do just fine. One minor drawback is the speaker system. You might find yourself craving a little more BAM and boom during action scenes. But hey, that's what soundbars are for, right? On to our number 2 pick, the LG Oled C3. Imagine you've got a golden retriever that's been overshadowed by its new exotic sibling, A Tibetan Mastiff, perhaps. That's what happened to the C3 after the launch of the revolutionary G3. But hey, golden retrievers are classic for a reason, and the same goes for the C3. At first glance, the 42-inch C3 might seem like it's living in the past. It's very similar to last year's model, but that's not necessarily a downside. What the C3 lacks in new hardware, it makes up for in consistency. This is the reliable, no-surprises TV that you invite over for Thanksgiving dinner, not just flashy weekend parties. You'll find that it doesn't have many new rivals to worry about, especially in the 42-inch category. This is particularly noteworthy because, let's be real, not everyone has a wall expansive enough for a 65-inch screen. The C3 stands out in a world where bigger, often, but not always, means better. However, don't assume this model is completely stuck in time. It's still more than capable of delivering stunning visuals. Just be aware that it doesn't get the same level of brightness as its larger siblings. So if you're picky about that sort of thing, take note. If budget considerations or room size are factors for you, don't overlook the C3. Sometimes the middle child is just the right fit for the family. And here we are, at the zenith of LG's TV mountain. Meet the majestic LG C2. If the LG C1 was the prodigy, consider the C2 its even more prodigious successor. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. How do you improve on something that's already near perfect? Well, LG asked the same question, and boy did they come up with some answers. First off, the C2 comes in different screen sizes, including a tiny 42-inch model. In a world where TVs are often as expansive as your imagination, a smaller size option is like a breath of fresh air. It's like choosing a Mini Cooper in a world full of SUVs, compact but potent. But don't get it twisted. The C2's OLED Evo technology delivers incredible color and brightness, making everything you watch pop like the 4th of July. Whether you're binge-watching the latest series or settling in for movie night, your eyes are in for a visual feast. However, note that the smaller 42 and 48-inch models don't get the same brightness boost as their bigger counterparts. Under the hood, the C2 sports a brand new processor, the Alpha A9 Gen 5, that handles everything like a champ. Object enhancement, dynamic tone mapping, you name it. The result? A lifelike, hyper-detailed picture that might just make you question reality itself. Now, you might ask, but what about HDR? Rest easy, my friends. While HDR10 Plus support is absent, it covers all the other key HDR standards. So don't fret, you'll still get your epic high dynamic range experiences with Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG. In the battle between the old guard and the new, the C2 comes out on top, offering a better overall package than the previous C1, and a more affordable price tag than the C3. It's the TV equivalent of a Swiss Army knife, blending practicality with excellence, and that's why it's our top pick. And that wraps up our journey through the best LG TVs of 2023. If you're in the market for some top-tier entertainment, you've got some fabulous choices right here. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up. Until next time, happy watching.